we need to actually get into talking about the plans for the month. I'm not a photographer and I don't have the patience for it because James has been saying I need to get a Kindle, I need to get a Kindle. I feel like I have it figured out. I want to go get this book. All right, you guys, I have finished the stickers, but I wanted to show you guys. I actually did not love this book as much as I wanted to. Freida McFadden's new book came out. He's totally gaslighting her. Hey guys, well, welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be an October reset. I have to share all of the reset things and share my goals for the month of October and the books that I read and the books that I plan on reading. And you guys, I am so excited because today is October 1st, which means Freida McFadden's new book came out. And I got Kindle Unlimited. So I have been debating on if I want to get a Kindle, but I'm just using my iPad right now. So I don't know. I just feel like I'm not really a read from a screen kind of girl. I mean, obviously I'm on my computer. I read stuff on the computer, but I mean like books. I tend to like having like a physical copy of something in my hand. I like, you know, being able to turn the page. But I got Kindle Unlimited for $4.99 for the first 2 months. So I was like, let me try it out because James has been saying I need to get a Kindle, I need to get a Kindle. And it would be nice for when I travel because then I have a bunch of books. I don't have to pack like 4 different books or however many books I think I'm gonna want. And I can just bring a little, you know, Kindle. I think that would be nice. So I kind of thought, well, maybe I'll try it. And then the books that I really love, I would buy physical copies to sit on my bookshelf. I did get Kindle Unlimited. You're gonna do this with me because I couldn't download it last night because obviously it released today. But I was like, the minute I woke up, I was like, I want to go get this book. I just have to find it on here. But so far, I really like Kindle Unlimited. There's a ton of, I don't want to say a ton, but there's several books on my to be read list on Goodreads that they actually have on Kindle Unlimited. So I'm like, oh, that's perfect. Maybe I could just like knock out a bunch of my to be read list in the next couple of months. So this is her new book, The Boyfriend. We're gonna click read for free. I really want to read this right now, but I can't because I actually have some work to do. So if you guys didn't know, I run a small business and today is Christmas launch day for my business. So I still need to finish making the stickers and then doing the listing photos for those in the listings, and then that will be all done and I can make everything live. It doesn't have to go live until 5 p.m. today, but you know, I'm gonna try to get it all done. And then I also really need to edit a video for this YouTube channel because I have 2 filmed and I just haven't got them edited. It's been a little crazy around here. So I really need to sit down and spend a couple hours doing that and then I can read. Let's just get into the books because I'm real excited about the books. So I want to share with you guys what I read in the month of, I almost said June. In the month of September. So let me go grab all the books I read in the month of September. So let's get into it. So starting off September, I went to the lake with my family. And so I decided this seems like a good lake, it's giving lake vibes. I actually did not love this book as much as I wanted to. So this book is basically these two characters were engaged, they broke up, but they didn't tell their friends, and they go on this vacation with their friends that they take every year, and they have to pretend like they're still together because their friends don't know that they're not together anymore. And when I just say I felt like the drama was just kind of unnecessary. Like there was no big reason why these two couldn't be together or broke up. It was just kind of like silly little miscommunications that it just irritated me. I didn't love the characters in this book. I wanted to, but I didn't love them. So this one I think I still gave it 4 stars, but because it was still fun to read, but I just didn't love the characters. The next book that I read for the month was The Guest List. So this book takes place on this little island. These people are getting married, and there's, you know, somebody that doesn't end up making it. I feel like I have to use my words carefully because I don't want to like get in trouble, but you guys catch my drift. Anyway, and so the whole time you're trying to figure out who did it, except for the fact that you don't even realize like who it is that's not there anymore. You kind of don't really know anything happened until like the last, I don't know, 30 pages of the book. I felt like this was long for the sake of being long. I felt like it had multiple points of views, and then on top of that you had like present time and the past. It was not my favorite. I wanted to like this more than I did because the idea of it, the plot sounded so good. It had so much potential, but it just wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. So I think I gave this one 3 stars. I was super disappointed. In fact, I almost just stopped reading it because I was just like, nothing's happening. Like for the first 200 and some pages, like nothing interesting is really happening, and then it gets interesting. And I will say, like, it did have a good twist. The ending was pretty good, but like it took too long to get to that. So that's why I didn't love it. Next up, I read People We Meet on Vacation. This was my favorite read of the month, you guys. This book is another one that I wish I could wipe from my memory so I could reread it again and not know like what's gonna happen. But basically, it's about these two people who become friends in college. They take a yearly vacation together, but they're not like romantic. They're just friends. So it's Poppy and Alex, and they're both just really good friends, and it kind of follows them through all their different vacations, and they kind of have like, I don't even want to say a fight, but they have some miscommunications that end up causing them to not talk for, I think it was 2 years. And then they kind of get reunited and go on this vacation, and it kind of changes everything for them. And it was so good. So good. I loved this one. I know a lot of people on the internet don't like this one, but I loved this one. I mean, to be honest, I think this might be Emily Henry's best book. Just saying. 5 stars. It was so good. Next up, we have Book Lovers. I just basically went ahead and finished out all the Emily Henry books, or all of her, I guess she has other books, but these are all of her adult romance books, whereas I think the other ones might be like young adult. I'm not really sure. But these, all the ones that have like these fun covers. Anyway, Book Lovers started out a bit slow for me. This is basically about these two people who work in like the book business. So one's a publisher and one's an agent, I think. And they're kind of it's an enemies lovers kind of story. But basically it follows Nora, and she's like this agent or whatever for like writers, and she has to work with Charlie, and they don't get along, and Nora ends up going to a small town in North Carolina with her sister and ends up bumping into Charlie, and it's just kind of a story of back and forth. I did think this one was good, but this one, unpopular opinion, this one was better. But this one was good. I still gave it 5 stars. I still enjoyed reading it, and I cannot wait for Emily Henry's next book. Next up, we have a Frida McFadden. This is the only Frida McFadden I read this month. But anyway, I picked this up. I read this in 2 days. That's why I love Frida McFadden books, because you can knock them out pretty fast. So this one, how can I explain all this without really giving stuff away? Basically, this is about a family. The mom's name is Erica, and she has this teenage son named Liam, and he has some issues, just kind of a dark past, and so it ends up what can I say, like, hang on, I just need to see what the back of the book says so I know what I can say that's not really giving it away. So basically, this high school girl goes missing, and a lot of people are suspecting her son Liam, but she is also suspecting him, and it kind of goes through that, and there's like this major twist that I didn't see coming. Like I figured like some stuff was gonna happen, but the person that, and it just, I don't want to give too much away, but it was crazy. So in classic Frida McFadden fashion, she got me with the twist. But this one was pretty good, and like I said, I read this in 2 days. I was just knock it out. And the last book that I read was our book club book for October, and this is The Shining by Stephen King. I actually listened to this on Audible because it's quite a thick book. And his writing style is just not something that I probably like. I'd probably not be very far in this book, honestly, if I hadn't listened to it. But it was nice to be able to listen to it while I did my work, so I got a lot of stuff done on top of finishing this book. So yeah, I mean, it was pretty good. I gave it 4 stars. It was definitely interesting. I don't know that I'm a Stephen King fan. I probably won't read any of his other books, but this one was interesting. And I don't even know where to begin with this. Like, explaining this was interesting. I'm gonna leave it at that. Go look up the details of that book, because yeah. So anyway, I read a total of 6 books, which was my September goal. So I crushed it. I did it. Okay, and real quick before I actually get into my work day, I wanted to just talk about the books that I'm planning on reading or that are options for the month of October. Okay, so I have some books here, and then like I said, I have Kindle Unlimited, so I'm gonna be doing some books that way. But these are all of my options. I have not selected anything yet. I have a few that are definitely on my list, and then a few that I could leave until later. But the vibes for this month are all spooky thriller type of books, because it's October. Like, I want the spooky season, you know? So let's get into it. So first off, I'm currently reading this book. This is the only one left by Riley Sager. I'm probably gonna have to like put a pause on this because I really want to read Frida's new book. But I did start this not yesterday, but the day before, and I'm only a couple chapters in. Like, I'm getting ready to start chapter 4, so I might just like put a pause on that one to read Frida McFadden's new book. Obviously, Frida's book, The Boyfriend, is top of the list. I've been so excited for this book to come out. I've literally been waiting months. I actually have a Barnes & Noble gift card that I was saving to buy the physical copy, and I even skipped book of the month this month because her book was the only one on their list that I wanted, but I was like, I want it now. Like, I don't want to wait for it to ship. So I am planning on getting that sometime this week when I get over to Barnes & Noble, because I have that gift card that I've been saving specifically for that book. But I did get it on Kindle Unlimited because I need to read it today. But it's Frida McFadden. I'm sure I'm gonna love it, or at the very least enjoy it, and I'm sure I'm gonna want the physical copy on my bookshelf. So yeah, that's on the list. And then everything else, well, there's one other book that I have to read this month, but everything else is just kind of like, I don't know. So if there's a book in here that you're like, you need to read that for this month, let me know. So we have A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and I know that this is like a series, but I just have the first one, so maybe I could read this one. I'm not sure. I've heard really good things about it, so we will see if that ends up making the list. Then we have the reappearance of Rachel Price. I've kind of heard mixed things about this one. Like, I've heard it's pretty good, but then I've also heard it's an option though. This is the other book that I for sure have to read this month, and this is All the Colors of the Dark, and this is our book club book. So I actually got this book for $5 on Book of the Month, so I will have my Book of the Month link down below for you guys in case you're interested. I do like the idea of Book of the Month, but I don't love that you only have 5 books to choose from and you have to choose one of those or skip it, because there's other books on there that you can do add-ons that I would have loved for this month, but this month they just didn't really have anything other than the Frida book that I would want. And like I said, I didn't want to have to wait, but also I think it's in hardcover, and all of my other Frida McFadden books are paperback, so I want to just stick with paperback. But anyway, I need to read this book for book club because it is our book club book for November. It is long, you guys. I've heard it's really good, but like, it's almost 600 pages. So anyway, it's gonna be a long one, but it definitely has to be read sometime this month. All right, let's get into the Kindle Unlimited list that I have here. I have several that aren't like scary, spooky. I'll still tell you what they are, but I'm not planning on reading them this month because the vibes are only spooky thrillers. So here are the ones to choose from. Let me know if you think I should read one over the other, because like I said, this month's TBR is a little up in the air because I just know I want like spooky thriller vibes. So we have Don't Let Her Stay by Nicola Sanders, I think is how you say it. I've heard really good things about this book, and it sounds spooky thriller type of vibes, so gotta do that one. Ward D by Frida McFadden I've heard is really good, and it's Frida, so it's like an easy read. Then I have The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. That one is not thriller, not the vibes. I'm not gonna be reading that this month. Then I have Fourth Wing. I don't know know if I'm going to be a Fourth Wing person, but it was on Kindle Unlimited, so I was like, you know what? We'll try it out. I don't think that that's spooky vibes. I think it's more fantasy. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I'm probably not going to read that one this month. Then we have Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. I've heard that that one's really good and that is thriller vibes. So that is a possibility for this month. Then we have Assistant to the Villain. I know this isn't like spooky vibes, but I'm very excited to read that book. It'll just have to be like November. Then we have The Silent Patient. This one I've heard really good things about. I don't know if I'm going to read it, or at least this month, but it's an option. Then we have A Flicker in the Dark. Again, I feel like that's thriller, spooky. When I say spooky, I'm not meaning I'm meaning more thriller, because I'm not like a big spooky vibes, you know what I mean? Like ghost stuff is fine, but anything after that I'm kind of like, no. So it's more just like thriller, murder, mystery type of stuff. And then we have Hello Stranger by Catherine Center. Again, more of like a romance, not gonna read it this month. Then we have The Widow's Husband's Secret Lie by Frida McFadden, and it's like a novella, however you say that. I don't even know what that is other than just a shorter book. I've heard really mixed things on this, so I don't know if I'm going to read it this month or not, but I definitely have it in here to read at some point. Then we have The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. Again, romance vibes, not for me this month. And then I have Do Not Disturb by Frida McFadden. So I have 4 Frida McFadden books on here that definitely could fit the October vibes. And then Rock, Paper, Scissors, The Silent Patient, A Flicker in the Dark, and Don't Let Her Stay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 books on here that definitely fit the vibe that I'm going for October. I don't think I'll be able to get 12 books read, but if so, that's pretty amazing. So let me know what you think I should read. Obviously, The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. As soon as I can sit down and read, I'm going to. And then because I've already started this one, I'm definitely going to read this one and finish it. And then obviously this one's book club book of the month. But I might try to find this on Audible and listen to it, because I don't know, it just seems like a lot. So anyway, those are the 3 that are like set in stone. I have to read this month, or I want to read this month. Everything else is up in the air. I think I may go with these 3 and then maybe do Rock, Paper, Scissors, Word D, and Do Not Disturb. We shall see. But anyway, those are all the books that are possibilities for the month of October. Obviously, there's more that's possibilities, but like, I don't want to overwhelm myself. So these are the ones that I'm currently looking at. Let me know in the comments below if you've read them, if you think I should read them. Tell me which ones I should read. Let me know. I'm all about the spooky thriller vibes. All right, now that I have shared all the book stuff, we need to actually get into talking about the plans for the month. All right, so let's get into this. We have our September goals here. So my goals were to work out 3 times a week, clean up my diet, and drink more water. I think I mostly hit all of these goals. Yeah, everything minus the first week, which I was out of town for, I pretty much got. We can check that off the list. I feel like I did really clean up my diet. Not perfectly the way that I wanted to, but definitely better than it has been. Drinking more water is the one that I would say I probably didn't do as well. I don't feel like I really drink enough water over the month. So moving on to social media, I did not reach 12,000 subscribers, though I am close. I did not reach 250 on TikTok, though I have like 225, I think. So we're getting there. Still did not reach the 20 Instagram followers, but to be fair, I really have just given up on Instagram. Like, I don't post there like I should, so maybe I need to like get back with it. But I feel like Instagram, because I have an Instagram for my business as well, and I just feel like the algorithm is a little all over the place right now. And on my other Instagram, which has quite a few followers because I've had it for like a long time, the engagement is just gone. Like I don't know what's happening over there. I ask other people I know and they are having the same issues, so I don't know what's going on with Instagram. I did read 6 books. I did not finish the UGC course. I didn't even touch it. And I did not get my back room organized. I tried, but it's been a wild month. In terms of my career or business, I did relaunch my shop, and I did create a October launch plan, which actually is launching today. I did not purchase wholesale items. I'm waiting for a reason, which I won't get into on here, but there is a reason why I haven't done that yet, but I do plan on doing that. So that's that. And then our quarter goal is just to make money again from my business and whatever. So we will see what happens. Now we're gonna go ahead and duplicate the page, set our October goals. Wow, I cannot talk. All right, so for health, I want to up my weights on like at the gym. I still want to clean up my diet and I still want to drink more water. I feel like those are just always going to be my goals, but maybe I should, let's see. I'm going to put on here take vitamins because I've been bad about taking my vitamins. So we're going to do that. I'm going to leave all my social media numbers the same because I have not hit those goals yet. So I am very close on all of them. So I'm just going to leave them. For books, I'm going to push myself to 7 books. I'm going to do it. So we're going to see if I can actually do that. Let's see. Personal goals. I'm going to put that I want to spend more time with God because I have not been great about reading my Bible and praying, and I want to just make that a priority. I think I'm just going to leave organize the back room. It needs to happen this month. Okay, so in terms of my shop, I would like to make some sales. I'm going to purchase wholesale items on there. And then, let's see, I'm going to say set up wholesale because I want to start selling wholesale products. So that's on the list. And then quarterly goals are all the same. So yeah, that's that. I really need to get started on working stuff for my small business. So I'm going to do that. And I'll check back in with you guys when I have time to read because that's really what I'm so excited about. I just want to read right now. I don't want to do any work. I just want to read. I should not have put our launch day on the same day as Frida's book coming out because I knew I was just going to want to sit here and read. I want to be all cozy and just read. So let me see if I can get my work done and then do that. All right, you guys, I have finished the stickers, but I wanted to show you guys because they're really cute and I'm very excited. So let me just share with you guys the stickers real quick. So we have Merry and Bright, Slay Girl Slay. I have seen a lot of people take stickers like this and put them on the back of their Kindles and stuff. So have a cup of cheer. So I think if I get a Kindle and I get a case, you can just put them in there. You don't even have to peel the sticker part up, and you can have decorations for the back. If you get the right case and it just sits there. Anyway, we have Christmas Movie Junkie. All I Want for Christmas is Tacos. 'Tis the Season with the little Christmas tree cakes, but they're pink. My favorite color is Christmas Lights. Festive AF. I Run on Coffee and Christmas Cheer. Naughty List Legend. Fa la 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 la. There will be no holiday cheer without my coffee. This one's just little ornaments, but it says Merry Christmas and ho 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 on there. This one's really cute. It has little cassette tapes. They say Winter Wonderland, Let It Snow, Jingle Bell Rock, and Santa Baby. Holly Jolly Vibes. I put out for Santa. Feeling a little frosty. This one's my favorite design. And then we have ho ho ho. So those are all the stickers. I just did all the photos. Not sure how they're gonna turn out. I'm trying to figure out how I can maybe do this digitally because trying to take pictures, first off, they have the gloss on top of them. So it's really hard to get a good photo anyway, but then the lighting. So I'm not a photographer and I don't have the patience for it. So hopefully we can get a good photo of all of these, but that's what it is. Okay guys, I at least finished all of my small business stuff. I need to write the email, but I've set everything live. I'm just over it. I'm over it at this point. So I'm going to read Frida's new book. I'm so excited. I'm starting it. So I'm going to read for a little bit and I'll check back in, see how I like reading on an iPad versus an actual book. Okay guys, reading update. First off, I am actually enjoying reading on my iPad more than I thought I would. So maybe a Kindle is in my future. We will see. If you guys have a Kindle, What are your thoughts? Do you like it? Should I get one? Let me know. I am on page 61. So far, I'm really enjoying it. I have some theories playing around in my head, but I think it's too early to really figure out anything. So I'm just gonna keep reading. I'm on chapter 9, 17% of the way through. It is like hours later. I read my book and then I worked a little bit and I tried to edit a little bit, but honestly, I was just not feeling it. But I have been reading. Oh, I have been reading. So I'm on page 209. There's 355 pages. I'm about 60% of the way through. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So I feel like in classic Frida fashion, she's trying to make it seem like it's this one person. Very much so. It's like, yeah, that's the guy. That's who it is. But I'm just like, no. I know there's gonna be like some major twist to this. And I'm trying really, really hard to figure it out. I think there's 4 different people that I'm like, it could be them, it could be them. But there's one that I'm just like, I feel like this is the person. I feel like this is the person. So it's getting crazy. Something crazy just happened. So it's dual point of view, and there's like back in time, there's past, and then present. Something just happened in the past. Something major just happened in the past that I'm like, I think. So far, this book is really good, but I'm worried that it's gonna be so obvious, like she's not gonna have a twist. But then, like, it's Frida. She always has a twist, and it's always like, what? Like, you didn't see that coming. You never. It's like the person that like you never suspected it. So even with this new development, I'm like, I think it could be this person, but there's another person that's like, there's not been anything to make you think it's that person. But I'm like, I feel like it could be that person because there's not anything to make you think it's that person. It's usually, that's how Frida does things. So I'm like really trying to figure this out. Anyway, so I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna read and figure out who did it. Oh my gosh. I called this one. Obviously, I don't know if it's like, you know, the person, but the thing about I called it. It was pretty obvious, but still, I called it. He is totally gaslighting her. Okay, I'm gonna stop filming for right now, but I will come back on because it's getting interesting. Okay, guys, I have less than 100 pages to go, and that's usually when these books take a turn. I feel like I have it figured out, but I know I don't, because every single time I read a Frida book, I basically don't, you know? And then it's like the last 100 pages, I'm like, that did not just happen. So I know that I don't have it figured out, but I feel like I have it figured out. So I don't want to give anything away. I don't want to like do spoilers, but oh my goodness. I just need to keep reading. I can probably finish this in the next hour to an hour and a half. So I need to just buckle down and get it done. Okay, back to reading. All right, so back to reading. Oh my goodness, I look rough. Oh my goodness, you guys, some stuff happened, and I think I'm on the right path about who I think it is. I think I may have cracked this. I may have cracked it finally. I'm on page 296 of 355, so I'm gonna keep going. But major stuff is happening, and I'm just, I can't deal with it. Frida, what are you doing to me? All right, I just need to keep reading. Oh my goodness, you guys, that was a wild ride. I thought I had it figured out, but I was wrong. Frida did it again. What? what? I can't even take myself seriously. I'm just like, that twist. That twist. I don't know how she does it. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. Anyway, I cannot believe I read that whole book today in one day. It was so good. I enjoyed it so much. And we have one book read for October, so that's awesome. I think the next book I'm going to work on is Still the Only One Left by Riley Sager, because I did start that one the other day, but I put a pause on it because I had been so excited for this book to come out. It did not disappoint. There were so many twists and turns, and it got kind of creepy. Definitely giving the spooky vibes in a thriller. So it was good. It was good. It was so good. I can't believe I just sat here and read that all day. That book, mind-blowing. How does she do it? I don't know. I'm so excited because her next book comes out in January. So basically in like 3 months. And the description of it sounds like it's going to be a good one. So I'm very excited for that. I love that she releases books like every 3 months because I'm like, I'm here for it, Frida. I'm here for it. But that book was wild. So yeah.